All right, we're going to do a little bit of review of the stuff we've learned this week, and I'm going to model 5 problems for you, basically graphing things on the coordinate plane and taking that information, finding out how long things are by counting, and finding out the area or the perimeter of things, basically by counting. Okay, so let's look at the first problem here. We have a square ABCD. A is at 4, -7, B is at 8, -7, and C is at 8, -3. I want to find the coordinates of D right there. So, knowing the coordinates, 4, -7 for A, that means we're going 4 to the right. So, we're going to go 4 on the x-axis to the right. So, A is at 4 to the right. D is also at 4 to the right. So I know the x-coordinate for that must be 4 because both of them are 4 spots to the right. A says 4 and D is the same as A. So it's got to be 4. Now, I want to know the y value, which is down. So we are below the x-axis, so we want to find out how far we go down. How far did we go down to get to D? Well, D is down this far, which is the same distance down that C is down. So whatever C has gone down, D has also gone down that far. If we look at C, the y value for C is -3. So our answer for the coordinates of point D is 4, -3. 4 over to the right and 3 down will give you D. Hopefully that helps you if you have any problems that look like this. Okay, another type of problem is rectangle ABCD is graphed on a coordinate plane. The following vertices of the rectangle. What is the area? Well, I don't know. Probably should graph it. So I'm going to make a graph. Rory, I'm doing my best to make a straight line. It's hard to draw with a mouse. So X and Y. These should have little arrows on them. Make them as best we can. Now I'm going to change colors. And looks like the biggest we are going left or right is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And up or down. Going to go 7 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the best drawing, but you get the gist of it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to graph these things. -4, -2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And down 2. That is point A. Point B, -2, -2, -2, and -2. Point B. Okay. Point C is -2 and all the way up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the way up here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is C. And D is 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up here to 7. So if I drew a rectangle connecting these points the best I can, we have this. So I want to know the area. The area is the length times the width. So let's look and see what we have here. How far is it from here to here? Well, it is 1, 2. So we have 2. How far is it from here to here? Well, we went up 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we went down 2 more. 8, 9. So this has a distance of 9. So area equals length times width. We have 2 times 9. So we have an area of 18 square units. So when you have problems like this, graph them. It makes it a whole lot easier to count the spots and try to figure out some sort of mathematical thing in your head. Okay, hopefully that one helps. Moving on to problem 3. Click on the graph to create a pentagon with vertices at this following points. Well, I don't have that technology here, so I'm going to make my own graph. So, looking at what we have, the first point is negative 8, 9. 8 to the left, 9 up. 8 to the left, and 9 up. So right about there. And we have 9 to the left and 7 up. 9 to the left and 7 up. Okay. Then we have 9 to the left, 2, 3, 4 up. And then we have 3 to the left and 5 up. 2, 3, 4, 5, right about there. And 4 to the left and 9 up. 4 and 9. So I have all those points. So we want to make a pentagon. We got to connect the dots. So I'm going to connect that to that, that to that, that to that, that to that, and finally that to that. So we should have 5 sides in our pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a pentagon drawn. That works. That's just graphing things like we've learned earlier in the year, connecting the dots to make the shapes. Remember to connect the dots in order when you do these. Okay, here's one that's similar to that, but a little bit different. It says the upper left coordinates of the rectangles are negative 8, 8, and the upper right coordinates are negative 3, 8. The rectangle has an area of 15. So we have to have points at these spots according to what it said. So I'm going to graph negative 8 and 8. We have to have a point right there according to that. We have to have negative 3, 8. So we have to have that spot there. So I can connect those dots and we have a top of a rectangle. Now, I don't know how far to go down because they haven't given us any coordinates. The only thing I need to know is it's got to be 15. So I know area is length times width. We can use this as our length. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times something is 15 because the area is 15. So 15 is going to be equal to that times what? 5 times 3 is 15. So that means the width must be 3. So it's going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Connect that across. That is 3. That is 5. And we should have an area of 15. One way to check to make sure is count your squares inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 squares inside, so you must have an area of 15. If it had asked you for the perimeter instead, you would add up all the sides. So you'd use this as 5 and this is 5. 5 and 5 is 10, so there's 10 of your area. So if the area was 15, I would take away that, and the up and down would have to be 5. This plus this has to be 5. So if I had a perimeter of 15, that'd be 2.5. That'd be 2.5. That would be 15. 2.5, 2.5 is 5. 10, 15. That would work. So if you get one of those, that's how you do that too. Okay, our last problem we're going to do is, again, graphing, but this has decimals in it. We want to graph another pentagon, a five-sided shape. So I'm going to go, it says negative 750. So that means 7.5 to the left, up nothing. So this is 0, 6.5, 0 to the right, and up 6.5. So it's there. 5.5 left, 5.5 up, 5.5 left, and 5.5 up. 6.5 to the right, 6.5 and 0 up, and 0 over 4.5 down. So there. So I'm going to grab a different color and we will connect these. So there. Two sides, three sides, four sides, and five sides. There is a pentagon, a five-sided shape. Hopefully this stuff helps you out with your Khan Academy. And again, questions, send me a message. You can even screenshot the question, send it to me, and I will help you out best I can online. Hopefully this goes well, and have a great weekend. Goodbye.